Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Philips UV light sanitizing box. I'll show you how to use it and show you how big it is on the inside and actually what you can actually fit in it. So this is the box that it came in. And I thought, oh my goodness, this thing is going to fit everything. I'm going to be able to clean everything in one shot. But of course, then when we open up the box, I got into a smaller box. And I said, well, this is still pretty darn good. And then we got into the actual box. I said, uh-oh. Now I'm getting a little nervous because I know there's going to be a lot of padding around that. And then we get into the actual device. So for some reason it does come in this pillowcase-like material, I guess, and it does have actually a little hole for the plug to come out of. So I guess maybe you leave this on when you're not using it. I'm not sure. But we just take that off. Now the dimensions of the box is basically a cube, and it's just over 11 inches in every dimension. So let me plug it in. It does that one beep to let you know that it's on. And if you look right here, there's two little lights that indicate that it is on. This is the inside. Now the inside from the company is 6.5 inches by 7.75 inches. My measurement, it's about 9.5 inches. And there's about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe even less, between this plastic part and the inside just goes in a little bit. But that is the width there. This is the depth, about 8 inches. And then the height, just over 7 inches. You get this little portable case that you can put in here, so you can put some stuff on the top if you wanted to. It has to go this way and it just hooks up to those little nubs that are there. And that just stays in there, or you could take it out. What can you fit in this thing? A common question I saw online for this device is, will it hold your CPAP materials? And it most certainly will. Fortunately, I have a CPAP tube here to test out. This is a standard 6-foot tube. And you can put that in there and you can see you have plenty of room. You could even put your other devices in there, a little water reservoir, you could put your mask, almost everything at the same time in there. If not, within 2 rounds of this, you should be able to get everything done. Now, what about some other stuff? So I have here just a regular iPad. I believe this is a 2022. They're all about the same size for the last 10 years. So this goes here. The new ones I know are a little different, but this is standard size there, and you can see I still have maybe an inch and a half of space there. There's really you can't put this quite straight on there, and it doesn't go that way, but diagonally it fits just fine. So I have another iPad with a big thick case on here. You can see the how thick that edge is, and that fits in again just fine. Not quite as much space in there, but no problem. Let's look at the functions on this thing. Okay, so it's got a little light here. The common question is with the UV boxes and sanitizing I have another tiny one there. When you close the box and it says that it's on, you don't really know if it's on or not. But this one will show you the UV lights coming through here a little bit, so you have proof that it is actually on. This is the 4 different cycles here, and this is just the timer. If it's just 2 dashes there, that just means it's plugged in and it's not doing anything. Now, just a couple of warnings here. I did discuss the CPAP tubing and your equipment that you can put in there. This is not FDA approved for cleaning that equipment, so you still do it the way you're supposed to. But if you were cleaning it, some pieces, every couple of days or every week or so, you could put it in here on a daily basis and get a little more cleaning out of it. This does say it kills 99% of the virus and bacteria that are on stuff. That's from Philips, and that includes COVID. If you are putting something in here, don't block the surfaces, so you don't want to stack up, 4 cell phones on top of each other, because then the surfaces may not all get exposed to the UV light. The other thing they made a specific point about is if you have some sort of bowl-like structure, you should have the top pointing down for some reason. Maybe the way the UV reflects around, I'm not sure. It also does say to keep the device unplugged when you're not using it. The power cord is just over 3 feet. So just keep that in mind if you have a place that you want to put this thing. So let's go into the cycles. So the disinfect cycle just turns on the UV light. If you hit it, you could do 10 minutes, 15, or 20. Now it's going to blink 3 times, and then after the third one, you can't change it anymore, and it actually just starts. And then you can see I don't know if you can see it in the video here, but the little light here is indicating that the UV light is on there. Now there's no way to shut this off once it's started with the buttons on top here. So you basically just have to either unplug it or just open it. And then if you open it and then close it, it still has the program in there, but it's not starting yet. It's just going to sit there until you just deactivate it or, again, start it up again. So the storage cycle, what this one does is it does a 20-minute disinfect, just like this one could be set for. And then it goes every 2 hours, it does a 2-minute refresher UV cycle, and it does that for 72 hours. I am not sure why you would use that cycle, but that's what that cycle does. So then we have the dry cycle here, which basically has a 30-minute and a 50-minute cycle on there. And what this does is a heating element in there, and it just gets really hot. You could hear it kind of heating up, I guess. So let's shut that off, and we'll shut that down. There is no UV on that one. It is just a heating element in there that heats up. The company does not specify how hot that actually gets, but it does recommend not to put any electronics in there. I would not put any kind of plastic, any kind of the CPAP tubing. I'm not really sure why you would use that, but it is supposed to get rid of any moisture that's on the product that you put in there. But I would be very careful because it does get very hot supposedly, and it even cautions you when you open the box to be careful what you touch because everything's going to be very hot. So again, use that at your own risk. Then this cycle you could also use at your own risk as well. This is the disinfect and dry, so it's a combination of this one and this one. So it does a 30, 40, and 50-minute UV cycle basically, and then it has a 10-minute drying cycle at the end of it. That might be helpful for some things, but again, be very careful of what device you're actually putting in there. So I've just started using this device, so I'm not sure how reliable and how it's going to hold up, but I will do another video if there's any tips I find about it or any defects or any other issues that I come across. But I think this is great because it can fit a lot of different things in here. You could, your keys, your glasses, your wallet, your phones, tablets, other like remote controls, all that kind of stuff can go in here for the disinfect cycle for sure. So if someone is sick in the house, put all that stuff right in here and just disinfect away. You could put toothbrushes in here, the electric toothbrushes, regular toothbrushes, retainers, the cases, all that kind of stuff can go in here. And if you do put a case or something, try to open it up as much as possible so that the UV does get everywhere. And so this is a nice big opening in the middle there. You can put a lot of different things. Not everything, but a lot of things. And so far, this feels like it's built pretty sturdy. The hinge feels pretty good. All the buttons seem to work very well. I mean, it's a pretty simple device, but that's what it is. Also, just to show you how open it goes to, it does not open up fully to 90 degrees, but that shouldn't hinder you putting anything in there. So if you are using this product and you had any issues with it, with products that you put in here, if you had any other issues with the device, please put it in the comments there. Hopefully that's helpful for other people. And if this video was helpful at all, please hit subscribe. I did buy this from Amazon. I'll just put a link in the description so you can find it easily if you want to. As of now, it didn't have a lot of reviews on it, so hopefully this does help out some people. And thanks. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you got anything out of this video, if it was helpful at all, please consider subscribing and turn on your notifications and like it. It really helps the channel grow, and I really would appreciate it. While you're here, check out these 2 other videos. Thanks.